Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, that gets me going. That opening, that third one that my producer put together, it gets me going. Yes, it does, Pastor Al. Good day, Stacy. Good day, Tim. How was Florida, Tim? Are you back? I know you had to get out of Ohio with that snow. Yes. So good day, and happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday. I'm clear about that. Yes, I told you yesterday, I kept going back and forth. Simone, is it Thursday? Is it Friday? What day is it today? So today is Friday, and I am present and accounted for. Yes, I am, because we are wrapping up our covenant series, mommy. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, my mother sent me a text this morning, y'all. She's feeling better. So those healing vibes, yeah, that love you sent to my mother yesterday, that energy you sent, it landed and she is feeling better today. So I am grateful for that, Gladys. And so we're going to wrap it up today, I think, because I kind of have like two other things. So we'll see how it goes. So just to recap where we've been this week, we've been talking about covenants. Yes. And so the definition that we're working with is a binding promise of far-reaching importance, testament, pact, law, agreement to act together in harmony. And the ones I've been mainly focusing on are the agreements to act together in harmony and a binding promise and pact, right? And so we started off in the question, right? What are you bound to? What are you bound to? What are your binding promises that you are making with life? Right? And then we had the conversation about covenants that are based in negativity and disharmony, right? Those negative and disharmonious covenants. Yes? Those no pacts that we got running in our lives, right? Those no pacts of I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I'm not lovable, I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm comparing myself to this one or that one, right? Those no pacts that we have running, those patterns of negative beliefs, those patterns of thinking that is not moving us into harmony, right? And so yesterday we talked about what? Positivity and harmony, right? Our yes pacts. What are our yes pacts? What are we are in agreement with the universe? Because the universe's covenant is yes. The mantra of the universe is yes. So are we in alignment? Are we in that frequency of yes? And I shared a little bit about Esther Hicks and the teachings of Abraham. So please explore that if you're not familiar. But she's about that vibration life. So she talks a lot about being in the vibration, about the vortex. So are you in the vibration of yes, right? Are you in the rhythm of yes? And yesterday I invited you to dance. And yesterday Sekou invited you to smile. Did you practice smiling? If you was feeling a little blue, if you was like, oh, I can't do this, I can't get there, Red Melissa, did you at least smile? What did you say, Sekou? Put a pen or a pencil in your mouth, right? Just to mimic it a little bit. And your brain would think, oh, she's happy, right? All right. So are you in the rhythm of yes? What is your yes pact? Giggle, laugh, dance. Get yourself moving in that vibration. Yes. And so then I gave you some homework. Remember? One thing you were going to write down, one thing that you are saying yes to. One thing, Vanessa, that you are saying yes to. Yes, Simone, smiling is contagious. And you know what else is contagious? Complaining. Complaining is contagious too. So if you're around a whole bunch of people who complain all the time, Wakandify yourself, Wakandify yourself, and move away. Move away. Start smiling, start laughing, break into a dance. They'll stop complaining. They'll be like, what's going on with you? Right? So there's a lot of things that are contagious. So we want to make sure that we're in that vibration and that we are in the vibration of yes. of harmony, right? Of light. Yes? All right. And then today I said that I wanted to share something that I read in Mark Nepo's book. So, I love me some Mark Nepo. I love the Book of Awakenings. And a couple of months ago, I purchased two of his other books, but I haven't read them. But yesterday, one of the books was calling out to me. Do your books call out to y'all sometimes? The book was calling out to me. And I said, Book, what do you want? Because I haven't started reading you yet. And this book is called The Endless Practice, right? So the word practice got me as soon as I saw that. Practice got me. Becoming Who You Were Born to Be is the subtitle. And so, like I said, I haven't read the book, but I started flipping through it. I said, okay, universe, there is something that you want me to see here. So let me just flip through. Let me go to the contents. That's what I did. I went to the contents and I started reading the names of the chapters. And my eye fell on this chapter that he titled Saying Yes. I said, well, thank you very much, universe. I will take that and read it. So this is what I wanted to share. Mark Nepo writes, saying yes to life is how the worm inches its way through earth. It's how the salmon leaps their way upstream. It's how flowers grow out of stone. Saying yes is the way the flower of the soul breaks through the stone of the world. But how do we do this? Some deep part of us knows and needs no instruction, while the part of us soar for meaning needs to uncover the practice of saying yes. The practice of saying yes. And that's what our yes covenant is all about. It's about the practice of saying yes. Saying yes back to life that is saying yes to us, right? What if you had a practice of saying yes? What is that movie? I don't know if it's Jim Carrey. I can't remember, but he decides that he's going to say yes to everything. You know that movie I'm talking about?
Yes, man.
Yes, man.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. No, I got my amen corner over here. My BB is here. Yes, man. Jim Carrey, he decided he was going to say yes to everything, right? No matter how uncomfortable it made him feel, no matter if it was something that was ridiculous, he decided he was going to do it. Denise, Vanessa just gave you a shout out. She said, hey, Denise. My congregation of joy, my family rolls with me. So Vanessa and Denise are sisters and they're my cousins. So yes, practice saying yes. And we all have something that we can practice saying yes to. And what is that? It is our quality of the divine that we affirmed for ourselves beginning of this year, right? We could say yes to that every single day. Practice that in our spiritual practice every single day. Okay? So I want to read a little bit more. And I had to stop myself yesterday from going in with this book. So he says, ultimately, saying yes is synonymous with opening who we are and giving our attention to whatever is before us. Once open and attentive, discerning how to relate to what we meet is the ongoing challenge, especially when what we meet is painful. What often keeps us from the resource of aliveness, what keeps us from strengthening our own resilience, is how we inflate a particular experience into a code to live by. Now, that is a word right there. How many of us have done that? Something happens, we blow it up, right? And then we make it our code by which we're going to live our life, right? There's some disappointment happens. We make it our life story. and then we make a covenant to it. I know I have done that in my life. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. So, how we inflate a particular experience into a code to live by as if that will protect us from experience. Think about that, right? Now, if something happens, and I immediately think about a time not too long ago and not that far away when I would drive to this job and sit in the parking lot and cry because I did not want to go in there. I did not want to go in there. It was so out of alignment with the essence of who I am, right? And I start to waver and doubt myself, right? I was like, well, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I am an imposter. Maybe, and I started spiraling, right? I started spiraling. And gratefully, my code kicked in. My code kicked in and said, girl, where are you going? Why are you making this job bigger than it is? It is not who you are. Your worthiness is not wrapped up in this particular situation, in this particular experience. Get your mind right, girl. Y'all know I talk to myself in the mirror. It's one of the things I do. I was in the car, looking in the mirror, talking to myself. And I said, what are you saying yes to? That's what I said. What are you saying yes to? And I would get myself together. I would say a prayer. I would put on a song. I would do something to get myself moving from that feeling, right? Because that's not my code of life. I'm not living by a code of unworthiness, right? What are you saying yes to? What are you saying yes to? As if to protect ourselves from the experience. It's not protecting you from the experience. So he gives some examples, and I love these examples. He says, we're caught in a squall while swimming and almost drown. It's traumatic. What do we do? Do we learn how to better read the weather and how to better swim in disturbed water? Or do we conclude that water is untrustworthy and banish swimming as dangerous? We're wounded in love and almost drown in the heartache. What do we do? Do we learn how to better read the weather of the heart and how to make better choices about who to love and how to love? Or do we rely on a worldview that people are untrustworthy and that love is dangerous? What philosophies do we construct? What codes do we create based on those experiences, right? He says, when we construct a philosophy out of our hurts, rather than better understanding the physics of how we were hurt, we cut ourselves off from any form of saying yes and restrain our world. My BB said, yes, girl. Yes. We shrink our world to mitigate our want to do this. Two recurring questions serve as the heart's compass. And this one, Mark he's my friend in my mind. What are you saying yes to? Which was my question yesterday. And here it is. What are you saying yes to? And what do you rely on inwardly in saying yes? What are you relying on inwardly in saying yes? Not externally, not outwardly, not even what's being outpictured, right? Because it all starts from within. It all starts from within, relying on the source within us, right? When I was going through that experience, the affirmation, the incantation that that uh, that surfaced from within me was, I am resourced by the source. I am resourced by the source, not this job. I am not saying yes to this job. I am saying yes to that which sources me and sources me in a multitude of ways. So, what is my yes? Let me lean into more of what my yes is. My yes is joy. Am I finding joy in this situation? Oh, no. Mm-mm. There was disharmony. There was confusion. There was conflict. There was distrust. There was racism. There was all kind of foolishness that was not in alignment with who I am, right? And the universe, in all of its wisdom, made it so uncomfortable for me to be there that I had to go. The universe conspired for me to get up out of there and to turn inward, deeper, and connect more and more to my yes. And then what happens? My purpose partner, Sekou, says, I dare you to get on Facebook Live and say a word. Yes. Say yes. So I said yes. And then I said yes again. And I've been saying yes for over a year, right? And then what grows? The yes grows. That's what we want to inflate, not the experience, right? Don't inflate the experience. Inflate that which is seeking to grow through you and as you to express your yes. So I love working with people. I love it. I love supporting people in their growth. I love supporting people in connecting to their yes. So now I do purpose coaching. I've been a certified coach for years. And now I work one on one with people. And now, a couple of weeks ago, I got my first corporate client. I'm saying yes. And the experiences that are getting inflated are the experiences that are in alignment, that are in the vibration, that frequency of yes, of yes. And I'm clear about my yes. And the invitation is for all of us to get clear about our yes, because I'm also clear about what my no is. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope, done that before. Nope, not in alignment. No, right? Because that allows more space for my yes. Allows more space for my yes. So, what are you saying yes to? Because the universe is saying yes to you. If you are saying yes to what you don't want, if you are saying yes to some past experience, if you are saying yes to unworthiness, if you are saying yes to what somebody had told you, if you are saying yes to heartbreak, if you are saying yes to anything that is not in alignment with the truth of who you are, stop. Practice yes. I'm not saying it's easy, but there is ease in it. There is ease in it. And you will discover that when you get in it. When you get in it, not just think about it, not just talk about it, not just write about it. All those are wonderful things, but we have to take action. We have to take action. Yes. Everybody say yes right now. Say yes. Yes. What are you saying yes to? Yes, Lindsay. What are you saying yes to? So add on to your sacred covenant. Add on to your sacred covenant. You started it yesterday, Vanessa. Add one more thing. Add one more thing, Stacy, that you're saying yes to today. Add one more thing, Nan, that you're saying yes to today. Add one more thing, Gladys. Just one. because it's the practice of yes. It's the practice of yes, John. What are you saying yes to? Just add one more thing. Don't overwhelm yourselves. What did Mark say? He said, what do we do? Do we learn how to better read the weather of the heart or how to make better choices about who to love and how to love? Right? So this is the practice, right? We're learning how to do better. We're learning how to move better, how to do better, how to move better, right? We're in the momentum of life because the momentum of life is within us. Do you feel it moving? Can you feel the vibration? Just be still for a moment and feel the presence of the divine radiating up and down your spine. But we have to be still enough, long enough to be in touch with that, Stephanie. Yes, to more love, peace, prosperity, anointing, and alignment. Yes, yes. So write it down. Write it down. And so if you think I'm playing when I say write it down, I'm not playing. Write it down, right? Because that's what we want to focus on. That's what we want to blow up. That's what we want to inflate. That's what we want to expand. That's what we want to grow. That's what we want to be. That's what we want to know. And if you if if you refuse, it's okay. It really is okay. But if you're expecting something different to happen in your life, that probably is not going to happen because we have to do something different. We have to be more, do more. That's in alignment with our yes. Yes. All right. So I think we need a little roll call today. That's what I think. Because you're set with your quality of God, your quality of the divine, your quality of spirit is. You're declared it, you're affirmed it in the beginning of the year. And so if you missed any of this, what it is in January, I said, what is it that you want to focus on for 2021, Tim? What do you want to focus on for 2021? And everyone that's been on this journey with me, put in the comments their quality that they are working on, their quality of the divine that they are working on, right? Because we're unifying with the divine. We're in alignment with that which breathes us, right? We're in alignment with that. So if you don't hear your name, just write it in the comments and I will add you to the roll call. Oh, yes, Pamela, I got you, girl. Bliss. So what are you saying yes to? Pamela is saying yes to bliss. I am bliss. So what does that mean for Pamela? That means that Pamela is going to be about that bliss life, that she is going to do and act. She's going to act as bliss, and she's going to do blissful things. That's what she's going to do. She ain't going to complain. She ain't going to talk about how she don't have bliss, right? She's about that bliss life. So she's thinking bliss. She's feeling bliss. She's speaking bliss. She's doing bliss. Why? Because she is bliss. So when you see Pamela, you could say to her, hey, bliss. And Pamela would say, hey, abundance. Because Seiku's about that abundance life, right? Yes. So here we go. Lenora, love and abundance. Stephanie Archer, purpose. Seiku, abundance. Julian, connection. Simone, spiritual growth. Mark, enthusiasm. My mommy, joy and love. Sue, energy. Pamela, bliss. Erica, well-being. Stephanie Francis, love. Vanessa, confidence and abundance. Patricia, love and abundance. Nan, confidence and allowing. Tim, inspiration. David, grace. Cynthia, compassion and action. Ronald, prosperity. Chris, mindfulness and awake. Miss Freeman, encouragement. Linda, creativity and inspiration. Wayne, greatness. Imaja, joy. Mike, abundance. Edith, love. Margareta, faith and insightfulness. Stacy, love and freedom. Robert, prosperity and expansion. Jean, connection. Diego, expansion. Lindsay, kindness. John, I just saw you, John. John is saying yes to me. All right now, John. So, John, I love that you're saying yes to you. But what does that mean? What? Break that down a little bit for me. What are you saying yes to about you? Okay. Did I miss any? All right. All right. So if you didn't hear your name, you could put it in the comments. Yes, Stephanie. God is good all the time. Happen to be working from home today. What a gift this is. Ah, peace and blessings, my sister. Yes. Oh, yes. And y'all stay tuned for Living Life in Joy because Stephanie Archer is going to be on the May 30th Living Life in Joy show. And we're going to have a good time because Stephanie is all about that abundant life, y'all. She even has her company named after abundance. Okay? All right. All right. Gladys, creativity and abundance. Oh, yes, girl. I got you. I got you. So let's be in the vibration of yes as we continue to expand our yes covenant. Our yes covenant. And every day we're going to add to the covenant. We're just going to add one more thing until we get to the new moon. And then we're going to have our sacred covenant. And we're going to have a whole little ceremony when we do the new moon meditation. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. Okay, y'all. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Let's take a deep breath in. And just say to yourself, I am. And say your quality of the divine that you are. I am joy. I am abundance. I am quickening. I am well-being. Say yes. Okay. So we're living life in joy, y'all. That's what we're saying yes to because we're connected. Hey, here we go. We're connected to yes. Connect to your yes. Connect to your yes because your yes is connected to you already. You came with your yes. You came with your yes. You said yes a long time ago. Your soul's agreement is yes. Yes. All right. All right. So let's get into some joy news before I go into another sip. All right. So, speaking of Living Life in Joy show, on Sunday, the special guest is me because I will be replaying my very first show from Living Life in Joy. So please check that out. Even if you've seen it before, see it again. And you can still put in your comments and interact with me, even though it's a replay. Okay. And the reason for this is I'm going on a little anniversary celebration with my hubby of 19 years. We celebrated our anniversary on April 27th. And so we're taking a little weekend trip to Minneapolis. And we're going to our happy place where we've never been before, to Paisley Park, to be in the vibration of Prince, right? And so that's why I'm replaying Sunday. Okay. So you'll just give us some safe travel energy. I appreciate that because we're leaving today to do that. All right. Then the following Sunday, May 9th, I have a wonderful guest. Her name is Carla May, and she is the founder of Balance Therapy. So I'll talk more about her next week. Save the date, May 12th, I mentioned, is our next meditation with the moon. And that is a new moon. And we are going back to Zoom. Going back to Zoom. So I will have the link available through Eventbrite next week. So it will be on Zoom, gives us more interaction with each other, and it'll be live streamed on YouTube. Okay. So meditation with the moon, 4 a.m. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, 4 a.m. Eastern time. Support my ministry of joy. You can support my ministry of joy by supporting my joy line. I have a line of joy products, a Sip Joy mug, t-shirts like the one I have on today, Connect to Your Yes, Live Life in Joy. This comes long sleeve and short sleeve. So if you need a reminder, you need a walking billboard for yourself. Here it is. Here it is. You need a reminder. Connect to my yes. Oh, yes. Yes, my yes pack, my yes covenant, right? And live life in joy. Oh, yes. You can also give a love offering to my ministry of joy. If Morning Sip speaks to you, resonates with you, this is my full-time work. I'm no longer in the car in the parking lot crying, y'all. Nope. Here I am. This is what I do. My work with joy. I'm a full-time minister. So you can give at Cash App or Venmo. I am Melissa. You can also support my podcast, Sit with Red Melissa. It's on Spotify and Apple and other podcast platforms. So please listen and share with your circle. And also the YouTube challenge continues because we haven't reached 50 yet. So please go to my YouTube challenge, my YouTube channel for the challenge, and subscribe, like, and put some comments in some of the postings there because all of that counts in the algorithm stuff. Okay, I would appreciate that. Also, you can donate to New Thought Media Network, the network that sponsors Living Life in Joy, that is supporting my work, Morning Sip, and other positive programming. So please do that at ntmedia.org and just click on the donate button. All right, let me check in with my producer. Come on, Seiko. I know you got a word.
So, a word. I just want to, there were a lot of things you said I wanted to respond to, and I'm just going to pick one, I think, because otherwise it's going to be a whole nother episode. So one of the early things you said in response to someone talking about smiling is that complaining is contagious. And it is one of the most contagious things. And I'm reading this book by Jay Shetty called Think Like a Monk. Mm-hmm. And he talks about not only how contagious complaining is, he calls it a cancer of the mind. Like, if that's not a phrase that will get you to stop complaining, what is? He calls it a cancer of the mind because it spreads. Like, you sit with someone and they start complaining, especially if they're complaining about something that you already are annoyed by, you will immediately start complaining. And it just spreads and spreads and spreads. And so when he was in the monastery, had to take drastic measures to stop complaining. And he had to use visualization techniques. And when he came back into the workforce, because Jay Shetty is an interesting guy, he went into the monastery for 3 years, I think, but then he came back and went to a 9-to-5 job. So he's in a 9-to-5 job with a monk mentality. He had to figure out how to adapt. And so he would always try to change the conversation. If people were complaining to him, he would try to shift the conversation by introducing something positive. And he found that people found that so unnerving, they would just stop talking to him because the resistance to complaining became kind of a repellent of sorts. And so it's not only contagious, it's kind of like if you're not doing it, people kind of don't want to talk to you. So anyway, I just want to emphasize that. Yeah, get to Wakandify yourself, as you said earlier, which was hilarious, and take stock of how often you're complaining. Because for me, and this will be the last thing I say about this, but for me, I thought of myself as a positive person, but I realized that I was only being positive when the stuff hit the fan. Like when big things happen, I'll be like, all right, let me get a positive mindset. But I wasn't keeping track of how often I was complaining about minor things. Like Someone just cut me off in traffic. The person in front of me in the line is taking too long. I don't like this waitress. All those things, if I measured all those things against the times when the stuff hit the fan, then my list of complaints would be much higher than my list of times when I was able to maintain my calm. So it has to be a full-time, all day, every day, daily practice to not complain. And you will find out, if you try it, you will find out just how difficult it is. Just try not complaining for a day. It's going to exhaust you, but it's worth the effort. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh, I love that. And it made me think of there's a minister, and I can't think of her name right now. Her last name is Gaines, and she wrote a wonderful book that I also can't think of right now, but it's about prosperity. And she has I was in California when I was in grad school, and every now and then I would hop over to Agape. And Agape is a center founded by Reverend Michael Beckwith. And it so happened that she was the guest speaker that day. And so she challenged us to a 21-day complaint-free. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Edwina Gaines. Yes. She challenged us to a 21-day complaint-free, a 21-day complaint-free challenge. 21 days, no complaining for 21 days, and if you messed up on a day, you had to start all over again.
That's hardcore.
All over again.
That's hardcore.
And so just the other day, I'm going to show you all on next week. Just the other day, I was doing some spring cleaning in my office and came upon an envelope. And I was like, what is this? I look in the envelope and there are all these purple rubber bracelets that says complaint-free world. So there's this guy, and I can't think of his name, but he was on Oprah probably 20 years ago. And he had a whole campaign about having a complaint-free world and how it would shift the whole vibration, right? And so he made these bracelets, complaint-free world, and he would mail them out to people, however many you wanted. He would mail it out to you free, right? Because he wanted people to stop complaining. And so I used it. And God, this was a long time ago because I was at New York City Mission Society, and I had a complaint-free challenge for the staff. And so I ordered like 100 of these bracelets to give out to staff who wanted to participate. And it was hard. It was hard not to complain. I don't think I ever got through the 21 days. I had to keep starting over and over and over and over again. So Sekou is right. It is so contagious. So we have to Wakandafy ourselves. We have to. We have to, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because not complaining out loud and also not complaining in your mind is even harder.
Yes, it's even harder. That inward conversation, that chit chat that we do in our minds, right? Yes. There is no complaint in yes, y'all. There is no complaint in yes. So if your yes got some complaint in it, you got to go deeper, got to explore. You got to check the weather of your yes, as Mark Nepo might say. All right, y'all. So that's what we have today. Oh, don't you love the Covenant series? Oh, I loved it. I love it. I hope all of you are doing well. Be with your yes. Practice yes. I'm here to support you. Oh, yes. Thank you, Stacy. My congregation of joy is on it. The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Edwina Gaines. Yes. It's a great book. It is a great book. I'll show it to y'all next week. And the bracelet too, because I was going to throw it out. And then someone said, no, don't throw it out. Keep it. So I'm going to keep it. And if I have like 20 of them or so. So if anybody wants one, just DM me and I'll send it to you. Complaint-free world. Okay. All right. There we go. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.